And would you sort of say that you've noticed the theme as well, that love is ultimately sort of what ties us all together? This is going to sound so wishy-washy. I can only apologise. I'm really sorry. I don't mean it to sound wishy-washy, but it's what I've learned today. I feel like I've learned an important lesson here.
Well, yes, if we were taught, we were speaking earlier about it, if we taught this from birth, our psyches wouldn't be so screwed up. The pressures of society and the training of this and the doing of this and the critical... Okay, you can't bring up your children. I'm not saying to bring them up to be spoilt brats. That's not what self-love is. But we bring them up living on the outside, not the inside.
Yeah,
there's a quotation for you.
There's a great book called The Inner Game of Tennis, and it talks about...
Graham's still here, by the way,
okay,
I should say.
hello.
We're delighted to say Graeme Godfrey was enjoying himself so much that he's going to stick with us for the last 15.
It talks about the inner game and the outer game. It talks about self one and self two. So self one is the ego and self two is the body. So sometimes when you're playing tennis and you hit a bad shot, the ego, so the voice in your head says, "You idiot! You know, can't you move quick enough?" And then you
so often
right?
I play badminton.
Okay, same thing, right? So any sport, even golf, all these sports, and then
I gave up on golf. It gave up on me, so I wasn't going to bother.
And then you just keep talking to yourself. But the idea of the premise is that quieten the ego down and just let the body perform. And sometimes if you don't think about it, and people say this when you take a golf shot, don't think about it, just hit the ball. So if you allow the body just to do what it can do best, normally you get the best result. So once you understand the inner game, then your outer game, so the inner game is inside your head and the outer game is the world. Once you can start learning your inner thoughts and your inner game, it's going to affect your outer game. So
it's your inner feelings.
Roger Federer, why is he a brilliant tennis player? He's mastered the inner game. He's got a coach that understands the inner game. All of these top performers...
Does it tantamount to overthinking?
A little bit, yeah, but we're arguing with ourselves all the time.
Yes.
When I leave here, I'm going to be talking to myself all the way home. Nobody knows I'm talking to myself.
Hey, I've made a living out of it. Right. Don't worry about it.
But it's what we say. It's what we say to ourselves in the language that we use.